We are back at Persimmon Ridge Resort, the #3 ranked course in the entire country, for episode 2 of Breaking Par at PR, where once a month I come out to the gold layout and try to shoot under par. Last episode we got really close, shooting 4 over, but today I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. The winds are down, my spirits are up, so let's go tear this course up. And unlike last time, we have a golf cart this time, so by the end of the round, I shouldn't be nearly as tired. Starting out with an absolute monster of a shot, we've got a blind par 3 that's over 500 feet. The basket's kind of to the right, behind that tree. You can't see it anymore now that the leaves have grown up on that tree, but trying to basically hit this disc flat and then let it turn over. I got the birdie on it last episode. It'd be crazy if we could do it twice in a row. Oh. No, that was way too much hyzer. That is not a good start. Luckily, we get 2 off the tee, though. First throw of the day, no big deal. Let's make the adjustment with this Zeus. I just bought it from the pro shop, so this is my first ever throw with it. Not exactly sure what it's gonna do. Get past the tree. Okay, that is way more stable than my other Zeus that I have. I expected that to flip over, and it did not. So we're gonna be scrambling for the par already. Honestly, this isn't the worst spot to be. Just a super hard hole to start off on. As long as we can get up and down for the par, that's a good start. About a 20-footer. Need to get the putt warmed up anyway. Let's go. Now this hole is gettable. It's only a 584-foot par 4, but you have to be very precise with your shots. For my first shot, I'm going wide hyzer with this Emperor around this tree. We don't want to get too aggressive though and accidentally throw it out of bounds on the right side, but we still want to get a lot of distance out of this. And that's pretty much perfect. If that gets some fade, yeah, I think we're going to have a good look at the basket. Probably less than 300 feet to the pin. And just barely under 300, 295 feet to the pin. This is pretty much the perfect landing zone. If you go any more left, you can see those cedars are going to be right in your way. And any more right, your OB cart path. So we got to get the birdie after this shot. 300 feet uphill, little headwind, going Athena. Need to make sure to give it the height to get up the hill. Okay, yeah. That's it right there. Let's go. Are we parked? Freaking insane. I've never played this hole better. I'm not sure you really can either. Now we're 1 under, so now it's mission, don't bogey. Easier said than done though, because holes 3 and 4 can really mess you up. Hole 3 is 675 feet, another par 4. Basket's obviously ways away, you can't see it from here. I'm trying to go forehand around the left side with my Calvin Heimberg Destroyer. Just trying to get it to fade back right to the blue tee pad. It's a great landing zone. There is OB left as well, so I don't want to turn this thing over, which I just did. Luckily, the Calvin Heimberg Destroyer is super beefy, so it doesn't matter. I was cutting it close. And by golly, did we ever get lucky. I'm only about 2 feet from the OB line. This isn't the greatest spot to be in if you're playing for a birdie, but luckily today, we're just playing for a par. Want to get out of here clean. Basket's in the middle of those trees. You want to go to the right of that big cedar, or else you're going to be pinched off and scrambling for a bogey. Throwing my Emperor, need to give it a little flex. That pushes forward. Oh. See, that's where you don't want to be. Luckily, we're not in the tree, but we're going to have no look except for maybe a forehand roller. Man, even a roller's not going to get close to the basket because of that rock wall. Maybe we can get lucky and bounce over it. That's my only hope. Not great. Not the best, not the worst. 30-footer to save the par. We got this. I have no words. I have no words for that. Thank you for catching that basket. Now I'm probably going to get a spit out later. Super happy to save the par there, but hole 4 is my nemesis hole. I think last episode I took a double bogey here. It's an 842-foot par 4. There is OB on the left, but none on the right side. So if you're going to miss, you want your miss to be right, but not too early that you throw it into those trees. Taking my flippy Emperor, giving it some hyzer, and let's see what happens. That is way low, but way in bounds. That is all you need to get par here. If we get a par here and start out 1 down through the first 4 holes, I think we could beat the challenge today. It's looking good so far. Unfortunately, I don't have a cameraman to help me show you guys this shot over this hill, but just know the basket's in those trees, and I'm throwing right to it. Nice flip up, and get down in there. Yeah, should have a good spot in there. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite as good as I wanted. We got caught up in this tree, but we still do have a look. A low forehand skip shot should be all we need. Going pyro. Get under it. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's still gonna be a long putt though. Got some work to do. Another edge of circle par look. I really don't like this. Get up. Let's go. Putting is feeling great right now. That's what we need. I think that's only the second par I've ever gotten on hole 4. So we need to bring that momentum into hole 5. It's the biggest must-get birdie on this course. A 240-foot chip forehand shot. I've gotten it the last 4 times I've played here. So I probably just jinxed myself. Get a good skip. Yeah, no, I didn't jinx myself. That's gonna be parked. Starting out 2 down through 5. We couldn't ask for anything better, guys. Birdie! Now the question is, when is the blow up gonna start? I can't keep this up all day. It's not gonna be this hole though. Hole 6 is a 400-foot shot, straight downhill, pretty much a stock hyzer. We're going with my S-Blend Emperor. If we get a par here, that's okay. If we get a good skip, we could have a birdie look too. Keep going. Maybe short, probably in circle 2. Just barely in C2. I really want to give this one a run, but I don't want to go too far and have an obstructed putt for my par. Oh, what the heck. We're feeling it right now. Let's go for it. 3 down through 6. You are kidding me. Let's go. There's no way we messed this up today. No way. Well, I shouldn't speak too soon because we have a lot of golf left to play, and hole 7 is an absolute menace. It's only 587 feet, which sounds short for a par 4, but getting through these trees clean and staying inbounds is not an easy task at all. An ideal drive is laser dead straight, keeping it under these trees. It's always a passion. And that's pretty much it, yeah. Being up further than that is great, but being in the middle of the fairway is the most important thing, and we did that. Now we just need to keep it inbounds on the second shot. We are far enough up that I could go for the birdie if I wanted it, but I'd rather be safe with the start I'm having. Gonna throw the vulture here on some hyzer to make sure we don't go right out of bounds. Whoop. There we go. That's all you need for a par here. Did somebody say par? Nah. We are way too hot to start laying up right now. We're going for this. No harm, no foul. Never gave it a chance though. Now we're at the hole that everyone with a huge arm loves. It's a 1,000-foot par 5. Another chance for us to get a birdie here if we keep our drive in the middle of the fairway. If we fade off left, we're in the trees. Throw it to the right, or OB. Throwing my Emperor. Let's make this one a good one. Get the 4 down. And that is a good one. Don't hit those branches. Yes, dude. Come on. We are rocking right now. And I hope I'm not coming off as too cocky right now. This whole year for me, I've just been playing under my expectations. Been having some really bad tournaments in Florida and Alabama and even here. So it really just feels good to finally have a good round going where everything seems to be clicking. This hasn't happened in a while. And I'm glad you guys can be here to witness it with me. We're gonna be throwing the same disc, basically the same shot. The farther we get, the better. Obviously, Kyle. Oh gosh, there it goes. Oh yeah, there's the bad throw I've been waiting for. It was bound to happen. We're still gonna get the birdie though. Wow, look where that shot rolled to. I'm in circle 2 for an eagle look. No, I'm just kidding. To be honest with you guys, I accidentally did not record the last shot. We were about 380 feet from the pin, so I threw my cicada just outside the circle, so this is my birdie look. Oh, I thought we had another C2 make. Hole 8 just eludes me though. Whether I throw a great drive like I just did, or throw it out of bounds off the tee, I always seem to get a 5 on this hole no matter what. Let's finish out the front 9 strong. Hole 9's another long one, a 594-foot par 4. Basket's in those trees, and we have a Mando tree that we have to go right of, so it's best if your drive is to the right side of the fairway. Throwing a hyzer flip with my lightweight Emperor. Oh, there's a hole in that tree that I just made. That throw was garbage. At least we made it through the tree. I couldn't have done that if I tried. Yeah, I am so much farther back than I want to be. The basket is way to the left behind those cedar trees. Again, we have to go Mando right of that wooden log. We're gonna throw something super overstable on hyzer and get it to skip left towards the basket. That's the plan anyway. Going with my Firebird. Oh, the wheels are starting to fall off. The wheels are starting to fall off. We made the Mando, but we did not make it around the big cedar tree. And we're still gonna have some work to do for par. Let's just take a second and admire this awesome Mando tree. This is probably the best Mando in the world. So cool. Okay guys, we are big chillin'. I didn't expect to come out to this round and make no mistakes today. This is a tough shot though, but I practiced it quite a few times. Little flex with my zone. Ain't nothing to it. Maybe we can drop in too. Good enough. We'll take that. After throwing 2 lackluster shots, I'm proud of myself for staying composed and saving this par. 3 down through the front 9. Really wish I would have gotten to 4 on hole 8, but this is the best start I've ever had. But I can easily throw it all the way on this back 9 really quickly. Starting out on hole 10, it's only 248 feet, but this is one of the easiest holes on this course to get a bogey on. If you hit any tree off your tee shot, instant bogey. I have been going backhand here, but it's not been working out. And after seeing Big Germ pull off a nice smooth forehand up this gap, I want to try it out myself. So I'm throwing this hex, hyzer flip forehand. Hopefully we just keep it in the middle. Yeah, pretty much like that. Oh yeah. We're about 3 feet inside the circle with the birdie look. Let's knock this one in too. Oh, barely. I can't believe we birdied it, guys. 4 down. I just know I'm about to throw it all the way on hole 18. I'm not too worried about hole 11 anymore. I've been hitting it pretty consistently now. It's a par 5 at 827 feet. Your tee shot has to cross that cart path to be inbounds. Your best landing zone is a bit more to the right, so that's why I'm throwing my flippier Emperor here. And that is not to the right. I never trusted enough to put that disc on Anheuser. And now left in those trees is a very, very bad spot to be. There is a risk of me bogeying from here, but I'm about to hit the nastiest gap. Watch this. Oh, yeah. That was probably way too risky. So we made it right next to the short tee pad, so we're about 330 feet to the pin, a little off to the right. Throwing this Emperor on forehand. This would be crazy if we saved this birdie. Oh, but I turned it over. That needs to come out now. I think I just threw that OB. I better not have thrown that OB. Please be touching grass. Oh my goodness. Barely. We're touching car path and the grass, but that is inbounds. But it just reminded me that I really need to be playing this more safe from now on. Yeah, I'm just laying this one up. Don't want to come back putt and taking my par. Anyways, we're on to my favorite hole in this course, hole 12. It's a 676-foot par 4. You guys remember what I just said about playing safe and not going for birdies? Yeah, well, don't listen to that. There's a safe hyzer backhand play around this tree to get an easy par, but I really don't want to do that. I love this up the gut forehand aggressive shot. If you mess it up, probably a bogey, but let's go for this birdie. I mean, we're feeling good today, right? Oh, yep, money. Oh, I hit the littlest branch. Dang. Now we're in a tough spot. That shot was so good, though. I think that was my second sign that I really should be playing it safe. We're about 400 feet from the pin now. I'm not going for it. I'm playing safe from here on out. Trying to get as much distance as I can with the cloud breaker, but I'm not going for the pin. That just needs to sit. Hopefully we didn't go too far right into the trees. And yeah, we're just fine. About 50 feet from the basket. I really want to run this putt, but I know it's probably a bad idea. Just gonna lay it up. and take my par. Hole 13 is the longest 335-foot hole of all time. It is so far uphill that I don't even have the power to get the birdie on this one. I'm gonna be forehanding my Calvin Heimberg Destroyer again. Just like that. If we miss the tree, we don't miss the tree. It's a harder par pitch up, but not unmanageable. No worries. Just an easy zone pitch up for the 3. Only a few holes left. Hole 14, 380 feet downhill into one of the scariest greens on this course. I'm in between throwing the Athena or the Cicada on this hole. I think we'll give the Cicada a shot. If I give it the right amount of hyzer, it should flip up and fly straight at the basket. Oh, but you can't give it that much hyzer. That's gonna be safe though. We didn't go into the trees on the left. Easy par pitch up again. Let's throw the Athena just for gits and shiggles. Yeah, that would have been better, I think. Much better. Oh, that's in the circle. Should have thrown the Athena, but you live and you learn. All I need is for this layup to not roll away. Just sit up there. I know I'm starting to play safe, boring golf right now. It's not as entertaining, but I really don't want to mess this round up right now. No spit out. Moving on to one of the scariest tee shots on this course. I mean, look at this. Hole 15 is a monster, 761-foot par 4. Very similar to hole 4's tee shot, but the gap is much, much tighter, and the OB is much closer on the left. So again, your miss needs to be right. I'm gonna throw my flippy wraith to avoid that left side OB as much as possible. Yeah, dude. That probably went too far right for y'all can't see it, but... oh my gosh, that's crushed. I'm on the hill. Holy smokes, I've never been able to see the basket on my second shot. Only 290 away. There is OB on the right side of the basket and deep, just outside the circle. So this is a very risky green. I've never gotten the birdie on this hole before. Worst case scenario, I go out of bounds right side and I still make the par putt, right? Throwing Firebird. Oh, that is not wide enough. That is definitely OB. Yeah, about what I expected. I really needed to swing that to the left side, and I just didn't do it. Yep, just barely OB. Unfortunate. But I knew I had to go for it, because now we just have a 20-footer for par. Oh, this is not the time to miss. And it rolled away about 20 feet. So we still have some work to do. Why couldn't I have just done that the first time? That's okay though. You can't leave golds without getting at least one bogey. I expected that to happen at some point though, but we can't let it happen again. Hole 16, 379 feet, downhill. The play is a big hyzer around the right side over the OB. You need to miss that last tree though, or you're going out of bounds, and you're almost guaranteeing a bogey. I want to bounce back, so we're going to take the aggressive line. I don't know why. I said I was going to stop doing this, but here it goes. Emperor hyzer. I made sure to get it wide enough to get around the tree. That way when it comes back, we get under the branches, skips back inbounds. Yeah, we're in. We barely made it in. I think we might be a little bit long though, but you have to kind of throw it long if you really want to take that tree out of play. We're going to give this one a good run. Get up. We're not going to give it a good run. We didn't need the birdie though, but it would have been nice to have. All right, we're 3 down with only 2 holes left to go. If I break this challenge today, you guys let me know if you want me to continue this series to see if I can keep continuing to break my PR every month, or if I should do another series. I don't want to speak too soon though, because hole 18 is a doozy, but we're on hole 17 right now. 350 feet, you can see the basket just over this hill. Throwing Athena Spike hyzer. And as long as that stays close, we have really no chance of getting a bogey on this one. Oh yeah, in the circle with the birdie putt. It's all gonna come down to hole 18, which I royally screwed up last episode. Oh my goodness, this is a death putt now. There's no win though, so I have no reason not to go for this. If I miss and roll out of bounds, immediate double bogey, but with the way I'm putting today, I don't think I'm gonna miss. We're not going to talk about it. For the bogey now. Oh, why did I run that putt? Oh, why did I run that? I thought I could make that. Dude, I would have been 4 under and I'm about to be 1 under. Going into 18, are you kidding? Now, if I miss this, the challenge is over because I can't birdie 18. You know, I could be 3 down right now, but I'm honestly proud of myself for having the confidence to run that putt. You guys might think it was stupid, but I really felt like I was gonna make that, and I'm glad I have that confidence right now, but I put myself in a very hard position where I have to par the hardest hole in this course, hole 18, 863 feet. The basket is way over there across the water. There is OB short if you don't throw it long enough, but that shouldn't come into play. Just don't need to yank this over and get it into the water. Like that. Oh, I think I just ruined it. There's no way. It went from the best round of my life to blowing up on the last 2 holes. I guess this series is gonna continue. Gotta take it all the way back here. You know, this does show me though that I have the potential to shoot 5 or even 6 down out here. And I could have today if it wasn't for these last 2 holes. But that's disc golf for you. Got it inbounds this time. Maybe we can save the bogey and still shoot even at least. 303. Flex Firebird forehand. Need to get this up and down for the bogey. Are you kidding? I can't throw 300 with a Firebird. This is brutal. This is so brutal. I'm now throwing 6. We better make it inbounds this time. There we go. Please go in. Okay, I wasn't close to going in. I don't even know what to say anymore. Don't go, OB. Don't do it. Oh my gosh. If I would have made that, I would have set a new PR. What is happening? I was putting so well, too. Just goes to show you, it's never over till it's over. What even was that? I don't even care anymore. Get out of here. Thanks for watching, though. See ya.